Hello friends and or foe, my name is Shirley Nyabut and welcome to my studio. Today I have a fall/winter wardrobe to share with you guys. So I'll be talking about each piece that I pulled, telling you where I got it from and why I pulled it for this wardrobe, and then showing you all the different ways that I styled them. So these are outfits that I would wear in my day-to-day life as a mom, a design student, and an entrepreneur. And before we get into the pieces, I just want to make a little disclaimer. If you are watching this and thinking, oh my god, I would be freezing in those outfits, let's keep in mind the fact that I live in California and it's November and we are still seeing days in the high 70s. So maybe you should move to California. Maybe you shouldn't. Again, this is just for inspiration. So if it's colder where you're at, maybe layer on some tights or, add another sweater underneath. And another thing to keep in mind is that I only shop secondhand and like vintage, that sort of thing. You probably won't be able to find like the exact pieces that I'm showing you. But again, just keep in mind like fit, style, color, maybe like the fabric choices when you are out shopping. I highly recommend that everyone shop secondhand and or vintage. If you also like the pieces that I pick, I have a small curation up on my website, yabutstudios.com, which I'll link down below if you want to give it a look. But without further ado, let's get into these pieces. The first piece that I have to share with you guys is this burnt orange long sleeve turtleneck top. I really love this top. I believe I found it at Goodwill, probably 90s vintage. The brand is Skiva International, and it's just a really good basic and layering piece for fall. But I think that the burnt orange color adds a little more interest to your wardrobe. You can style this a ton of different ways. And I think that the color really suits my skin tone as well. So that is why I decided to choose this piece. The next piece that I have to share with you guys is this Mongolian fur scarf that I actually got off eBay. And I get so many compliments whenever I wear this piece. Not only do they look really cute, but they are great functionally. It's kind of amazing what a little piece of fabric can do for you. If it's colder, I'll wrap it around like this and it'll change my body temperature drastically. And then if it's getting a little hot, I will just kind of wear it like this or over my shoulders. I would kind of describe my style as effortless and undone, but still feels really put together. I just like to wear things that feel easy to wear. And then I do take a lot of inspiration from the early 90s and 2000s. I also pull a little bit from like Western and Bohemian influences as well. The next piece is actually one that I made myself, which are just these basic black micro mini shorts. I decided to make a pair of these myself because, again, I don't really shop like at the mall or anything like that. And I also couldn't find a pair that wasn't super cheeky. Like I wanted it to feel like a micro short, but I didn't want my cheeks out there. So I decided to make my own. And they have little slits on the side here. Again, just a basic, a ton of different ways to style these. So yeah. The next piece that I have to share with you guys is something that I don't reach for too often, but I think it's really fun. It is just this black nylon pleated midi skirt. I thrifted this at Goodwill. The brand is Claude Bennett, and it was super long on me, and I actually hemmed it to be a midi length. Also, the hook and eye closure needs to be repaired. Taking things to get tailored is such a good trick to kind of customizing and making your wardrobe special. And then also like repairing things. You'll see I have some things that have some flaws or holes, and I wear them with the holes, or I plan to get them like repaired eventually. So yeah, just take care of your clothing. I think that's a really important like aspect in building a wardrobe. It reminds me of like Prada vibes, so that's why I like this piece. The next piece that I have to share with you guys is a trouser. I think a trouser is a staple in any wardrobe. I love trousers because they are kind of like my sweatpant. I feel like they're as comfortable to wear and you still look really put together. I also like them because they make me feel like a little girl boss. So yeah, I like to feel like a little boss sometimes. So I wear a little trouser. But this is just a pair that I thrifted. It's navy blue and has some pinstripes. I really enjoy stripes and they're high-waisted. So again, you can style these up, you can style them down. The options are really endless. I feel like a lot of people think that we're like a capsule wardrobe. In order for you to be able to wear the pieces over and over, they have to be super boring and basic. But I think you'll see here that all the pieces that I picked are very classic, but they have interesting details, whether it be color, texture, things like that. I can still wear them a ton of ways. Just these pieces, I feel like I could get rid of the rest of my clothing in my closet and feel like I have something to wear every day for any occasion. Next piece, I have this soft yellow cardigan from Banana Republic. I believe it's mostly silk and then it has some like viscose in there, but just a very basic cardigan. Again, this is like great for layering, and I think that yellow is such a fun color for the fall. The next piece I want to share with you guys is just this basic little cami. It has a deep V-neck and I just like the cut of it. There's also some like distressing here at the arm and neck holes that I really enjoy, and it's just in this blue color. Blue is one of my favorite colors. I think it's a great substitute for black. The next piece I have to show you is one of my favorites. I actually thrifted this at Goodwill for, I want to say like 20 bucks, but it is this Arden Bee suede coat with beautiful embroidery on it. I love this coat. I just love all the detail and the suede. And then I don't know what these buttons are, so if you know, please enlighten me down below. But I think that having this style of button just kind of makes a really dressy coat feel a little more effortless. Very 70s boho inspired. It has a little bit of a bell sleeve. And I love just the length that it hits at. It's more of like a fashion coat, but I think if you definitely layer some sweaters under or a scarf, it can keep you fairly warm during the fall and winter months. Right, and then the next piece I have to share with you is another little tank top. I really like this tank top. It's just this nude color. It just has a really interesting knit texture on it. So again, just a great basic layering. I also think the cut is really flattering, pretty cropped. So yeah, I wear this when I want to feel a little sexier, I guess. Okay, and then this next piece is one of my favorites, and those of you who are like thrifting girlies know as well that Paris Blues is a really great brand to look for when you're out thrifting. But these are just a little 90s/2000 vintage, does the 70s. They are just these super fun low-rise like flared blue striped jeans, and there are no butt pockets on the back, and these are honestly like a basic to me. I feel like I get a ton of wear out of these, and again, the low rise and the flare is just super flattering. I feel like they make my legs look really long, but I feel so lucky to have found these at Goodwill for like $8. I think I will keep these forever. Like, they're just so fun, so cute. And then the next piece I have to share with you guys, again, like another favorite of mine. I feel so lucky to have found like all these pieces, but this is my beloved little shaggy cardigan, and I wear this like when I'm lounging around in the house, when I'm going out. I'll wear this to go on walks. It is so warm and cozy. The brand is Nine West. It is made of like acrylic, a little bit of polyester and wool. So many different ways to style this. I will throw this on whenever and wherever. I do have two belts to share with you guys. The first one is just this brown belt with a simple gold buckle. Not much to say about this, but it is pretty good quality and it's really versatile as well. The second belt is a large, like chunkier kind of belt, and it has this really huge kind of statement buckle, and it's just silver, and I really love this belt. I think it's so cute. And I do have a couple bags that I want to talk about. The first bag is just this little mini Fendi chef bag. I used to not really get a ton of wear out of this, especially when my kids were little. I just needed a bigger bag to kind of throw things in, so this was more of a special occasion bag. But now that they're in school, I kind of have been getting a lot of wear out of this. Prior to this, I had a like large Fendi tote that I would rock. You'll probably see it in some of the outfits. And that was a really great bag. Loved her down, but I still like to bring her out. I just feel like it's more of a casual look. The next bag I have to show you guys is another $100 designer handbag that I found on Poshmark. It is this Jimmy Choo black leather bag with the silver or like chrome hardware. I love this bag. I wear this bag whenever I want to feel kind of mean or like I want to give attitude, because this bag just gives attitude. The last bag that I want to share with you guys, this crochet little bag with this wooden handle here. I just think this bag is so fun. Surprisingly, it goes with a lot of my wardrobe. I actually got a ton of wear out of this bag in the earlier fall. That it goes with a lot, but it's also just a little bit unexpected. But like when you throw it on, it somehow still works. So I really enjoy this bag. I thrifted it for, I want to say like $7 or $12, and just really fun. Again, that boho style I was kind of telling you about. I'll kind of pair this with like trousers and make my little business casual style a little more bohemian. That's kind of how I like to do this, but I will wear this with just about anything. It's really effortless and super cute. Moving on to shoes. The first pair that I have are the Stuart Weitzman black leather boots. I was actually really on the hunt for a pair of good black boots like a couple winters ago, and I found these on Poshmark for, I want to say either $30 to $80, something in there. So again, a really good deal, and they were in very good condition. And when I was looking for a boot, I wanted a really good pair of black leather boots, and I wanted them to hit mid-calf. I didn't want a super big heel on them. I wanted to be able to dress them up and like wear them with dresses, dress them down, wear them with jeans. And so when I found these, I was like, these are it. I feel like they're so versatile, and I will probably have these in my closet for years to come. Super comfortable, and I just love these. Yeah. Next boot that I wanted to share are these kind of tan cognac colored knee-high boots. The brand is Nine West, and again they have little square-toed and a little like heel here. I don't know if you would consider this a block heel. It's like a little bit more skinnier than a block, but I really like these. These are super comfortable. I really love the color, and I get a ton of wear out of these, so I just love how comfortable they are. But that's what I was talking about for the black boots. Like, I didn't want a heel. Like, even though these are comfortable, obviously they're not as comfortable as a flatter shoe. The next pair of shoes that I have to show you guys are the Sam Edelman navy blue ballet flats that I have worn down to the ground. I actually got a nude pair to replace them. Nothing much to say about these. I think I found them for like $7 at Goodwill, and they were in really good condition when I had gotten them, but they're pretty beat up now. But I don't want to get rid of them. Maybe I'll find a blue pair to replace them. But when it comes to flats and like ballet flats, I'm super picky because I don't want them to look so structured. I really want them to kind of look like a ballerina shoe, and I feel like these really do that. I am not really a huge sneaker girl, although I do kind of want to get into sneakers more, but I like to feel very sexy, and I just feel like sneakers don't feel sexy to me, so I don't have any sneakers in this wardrobe. I'm sorry. The last pair of shoes that I have to share with you guys are my Uggs. I think Uggs are just kind of essential during the fall and winter time. You just slip them on, they keep your feet warm, they're pretty cute. And so I have these in here because I just like to throw these on like my kind of lazy days, things of that nature. So yeah, these are mine. They're in the chocolate brown color. And my mom got them for Christmas for me last year. So yeah. Next up, I have just a little black tank, just like the cut at the armholes and then the mock neck. Super tight fitting, and I just feel like it's a really flattering shape on me. And again, I think the mock neck really elevates like outfits, so I love to use this to layer. Next up, I have these low rise, just your basic medium wash blue jeans. They are from Express from like 2000s. They just have a boot cut slash flare leg. I feel like these just give really girl next door vibes. I do want more. I kind of want the ones like from Hollister with the big rips here, but I haven't been able to find any, so yeah. Next piece I have to share with you guys is a sweater. I know you are not supposed to hang your sweaters, but here we are. It is just this, I believe 80s vintage. It has to be like acrylic and wool. This sweater keeps me so warm. Honestly, warmer than this coat alone. I believe I found this at Eco Thrift for like maybe 20 bucks, which is a really great deal for something of this quality. I love the color, and you can kind of, you know, throw this on around the house or dress it up. I love leather, especially in the fall and winter. It's a great time to bring out all those leather pieces. This is really interesting to me because it kind of has the warmth of like a jacket, but it's in a shirt form, and I love the little metal snaps here. It does have this little like mark here that I guess some people would consider a flaw, but I just consider it character, so I rock it like that. And I guess you can consider this more of a dressier piece. Definitely wear this on a night out, but I would wear this to like the grocery store or like to school or something like that. Next up is another leather piece. It is just this straight leg black leather pant, and the brand is Moda International. Again, Moda International is a great brand to look for if you are secondhand shopping. They have some really great pieces. And I do like to pair these with that leather shirt just for like a fully leather down, kind of like leather tuxedo vibe instead of like a Canadian tuxedo. Next up is one of those pieces that has that like Western influence. It is this sweater that when I found at the thrift store, I knew it was made for me and that it had to be mine. Brown is one of my favorite colors, and I love fringe, so I get a lot of wear out of this piece, and it's just really comfortable and fun. Everyone needs a good pair of denim jeans in their wardrobe, and these are mine. They are these dark wash. I really love a darker wash. They feel like a little more dressy to me. These are Levi's 501s. They do have like some holes and like rips at the bottom. I wear them like that, but I am planning to get this little hole repaired. I believe I bought these off another vintage seller for like $5. And they also have the butterfly fly here with all the buttons. But yeah, these are just a classic pair of denim that I wear over and over again. The next piece I have to share with you guys is actually a Zara piece. I found it at Goodwill. I think it's really cute, just simple, short sleeve, turtleneck. Again, really great for fall layering, those days where it's like kind kind of hot, kind of cold, I'll wear it with like shorts and boots or like jeans, or I'll layer it under jackets. Really versatile, and I feel really put together whenever I have a turtleneck on. The next find that I have to share with you guys is kind of insane, I feel like, and I think it's just insane because of the price that I paid for it. Well, actually, excuse me, it's also insane because it is just a really good piece, but it is this vintage Dolce & Gabbana pencil skirt. It fits me really well, like hugs me in all the right places, but it's just so fun because it's designed backwards. So these are like the butt pocket of jeans, but they're in the front, and then the back has like the front pockets and then has the little D&G label, and then inside obviously they had to label it back and front, I guess, so that the customer wouldn't get confused. But I paid $30 for this skirt on Poshmark, and I just couldn't believe it. And the fact that it fits me so well, I love this skirt so much. Again, it's in that dark denim color, and there are so many ways to dress this up or down. You'll see how I style it in the clips. Another really great brand to look out for when you're thrifting is BB. I remember being little and like watching my mom and my aunties go to the mall or go to club, and like they would shop at BB, and they were like really my fashion icons and like inspiration. They were it girls to me. But I have this BB kind of satin corset. It's just really flattering. It really cinches you in, and I love the kind of squared neckline. The quality is amazing, and then I really love the hook and eye details here that just go all the way up and down. Just think that the hook and eyes are like super sexy, and I know that I will keep this piece for years to come. The next piece that I pulled for this wardrobe is this Alfani silk blouse. I just love the shine on it. It also has this super cute like little polka dot pattern. I am a huge fan of polka dots as well, and it's just a really good kind of maroon burgundy color, which is great for fall. I will actually style this a lot under that BB corset that I just showed you. That is one of my favorite ways to style those two pieces. Next up is another really fun and good piece, which is just this super chunky green knit vest. I believe that it's handmade. I found this at Eco Thrift. It's just such good quality, and green is another really good color for the fall. It's kind of got like boxy shoulders, and then it's a semi-cropped fit, so super cute, super flattering. I get a ton of compliments when I wear this piece as well. The next piece is an 80s vintage pair of denim shorts. They are like the longer style. I believe it's called like Bermuda shorts, and they are by Guess, so just have the little classic Guess logo there. They're high-waisted in this black color, and I just threw these in here. I like to wear them with the boots or like my chunky knits. Next up, I have a pair of parachute pants. I got these at a little boutique that I was working at, like back when I was 19, but they were only like 20 bucks, and they have this ruche detailing here. Super comfortable. I like to wear these to school when I go on like hikes or anything like that. They're just really comfy pants, so I threw these in here. Have another chunky knit. It is just this J. Crew knit. It is not vintage, but it is 100% wool. I found this at Goodwill. It has the V-neck, and then it's striped and has this different like colors. I will typically style this with like my parachute pants and like Uggs. Just a really comfy outfit to kind of go to school or run errands in, do a little grocery shopping. It keeps me so warm. I definitely do not need a jacket when I wear this sweater. The final two pieces that I have to show for you guys are my dressy going out outfit. So I would wear this to like a Christmas party, on New Year's Eve, anything like that. But I love this dress so much. It is a 90s vintage satin slip dress. It is maxi length and it has a sort of high neckline cut, and then the arms are cut pretty deep. And it has this kind of like crocodile print on it, and I just think this dress is so flattering and cute, especially for the holiday season. I really love the champagne color. Then the final piece I have to show you guys is this shaggy, like chunky cropped cardigan that I actually found on Depop, which I would probably wear over that slip dress to keep me warm. It has this little fringe at the bottom, and again, there are so many ways to style this, and surprisingly it is super warm as well. It's 100% acrylic, so I want to say it's like late 80s, early 90s, but I really enjoy this piece, so I thought I'd add her to the wardrobe as well. Those are all the pieces in my fall/winter wardrobe. I hope that you enjoyed this video and you enjoyed the outfits that I shared with you. I hope you can pull a little bit of inspiration as you are putting together your fall and winter wardrobe. And if you made it this far in the video, I want to thank you for being here. I really enjoyed this project. It was super fun. Putting together a wardrobe. I have always considered myself more of a designer than a stylist. Being a stylist is a whole other world and like ball game. I think in order to be a really good stylist, you have to have a really good understanding of people. Like you just have to really get and understand who a person is and capture that and translate that through clothing, and I think that is really such a skill and a gift. I haven't really been able to style a lot of other people, but hopefully as I continue with my projects and with school, it is something that I can kind of push myself to do a little bit more. I think it would be really fun, and yeah, I just think stylists have such a perspective and like world view to be able to kind of really translate who a person is, like at their core through clothing. But yeah, I think that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.